Welcome once again to the Americana SLAM Wrestling Showcase as a part of the American Car Show here in Finland, Messukeskus, Helsinki. I'm Sly Sebastian, and I'm joined here by Starbuck.
Pioneer of Finnish professional wrestling since 2003, ladies and gentlemen. Yours truly, the Rebel Starbuck, and indeed, this is the American Car Show, the largest of its kind in all of the Nordics of Europe on an annual basis in Helsinki, drawing in excess of 40,000 people during the weekend. 40 to 50,000 people is what they're usually ballparking. So this is going to be somewhat for the ages. From this past year, 2024, Easter weekend, this is going to be a title match for the Immortal National Wrestling Championship.
And first, making his way to the ring, the challenger for the title, the Finnish wrestling veteran of 20 years, Johnny McMetal.
There he is. Johnny's been around for quite a while. He's a sly old dog, he is.
Sly, you say?
I guess I could say. But nonetheless, Johnny McMetal from Tampere, originally Tampere, which is a couple hours north of Helsinki. And nowadays living in, of course, Helsinki. But there you see at the merchandise stand, Heidi Katrina almost backhanding Johnny McMetal. I don't know what he just said to her, but must not have been nice.
Heidi Katrina, what a fighting champion, doing merchandise duty at the same time.
Well, the thing is, you gotta sell your shiznit. If you're at the merch table, I'll tell you what, people are gonna come up to you. So, Johnny McMetal, and as I mentioned earlier, this is an Immortal National Wrestling Championship match. Immortal Wrestling is from the UK, so we are promoting with Slam Wrestling in Helsinki, but we have offered to host an Immortal Wrestling Championship match here as part of our offering at the American Car Show.
Hallitseva Immortal Wrestling National Heavyweight Champion suoraan Englannista Birminghamista. Hän on 90 kilogrammaa painava CJ Rawlings!
And here comes the champion, CJ Rawlings.
From Birmingham, England, for all of you international viewers out there. CJ Rawlings defending his Immortal Wrestling Championship against Johnny McMetal here tonight. And look at the condition CJ Rawlings is in.
Yeah, he's gotten himself in really good shape. You know, it was back in September. No, it was October. I correct myself. October of 2023 that I, along with Stark Adder, the Metal Warrior here in Finland, we faced this man here, CJ Rawlings, and his tag team partner in the Dead Sea Souls, a tag team out of Britain, Steve Valentino. And back then we had a very spirited fight. My leg was the worst for wear. I had just blown out, damn near torn off my MCL and ACL, and I was wrestling with a knee brace. And that match is available on TrillerTV for those of you who want to check it out. It's called Slam Nation British Invasion, so check it out. But this guy here, he went back after that match to England and did some soul searching along with winning this title. I think maybe it was kind of came with the territory. He had a change of heart, and for whatever reason, he kind of understood that all the hard work that you got to put into being a champion, all the hard work that goes into being at the top of any promotion, it makes you a humble man. And I think that he earned a bit of humility here.
And the ladies of the audience definitely having an eye on CJ Rawlings, as you saw right there. CJ Rawlings with his Immortal Wrestling Championship belt now, displaying it to the audience here at Messukeskus, Finland. And the American Car Show, one of the biggest events in capital area of Finland, I'd say.
Well, it's like I said earlier, the American Car Show is the largest American-style automobile event, vintage automobiles and whatnot, in all of the Nordics of Europe. It is just huge. It's a 3-day event over Friday, Saturday, Sunday on Easter weekend every single year. So, this is from 2024.
Puhutaan suomeksi, ettei toi enkelsmaan ymmärrä yhtään mitään.
We can translate for you.
Kaikennäköisiä heinähattuja ja muita maalaistolloja ja rekkakuskeja ja mitä pensanlenkkareita sitten näkyy.
According to Johnny, all sorts of hillbillies and idiots in the audience here tonight.
Bensalekkari. Heinähatu.
With their gasoline sneakers and straw hats.
Ootteko se niin husman porukkaa, te ette osaa edes sanoa mitään. Te vaan hyväksytte kohtalonne. Just tommosia...
He says that you just accept your fate. You have nothing to say to me, huh?
Apparently Johnny not making any friends here tonight.
All right, here we go. So CJ showing the people what it's all about. This is for the championship. He's saying I think he's getting antsy. I figure he just wants to get it on.
And Johnny's saying that he's going to get the biggest pop from the audience here tonight. That not being the case apparently.
It's not quite working out for him. Nonetheless, the Americana SLAM Wrestling Showcase, this match here we've chosen as an excerpt, or how could you say it, like an outtake from the actual event, which is up on TrillerTV. It's a 2-hour special, 8 matches on Triller. So that's Fight TV for those of you who are unaware of the fact that Fight kind of transitioned over to a different name. Now it is TrillerTV, not Thriller, like Michael Jackson's song, not Thriller, but TrillerTV. So the largest sports streaming network in the entire world. If you want to sign up today for TrillerTV Plus, that's their largest service with a ton of content. Ooh, look at this. Cheap shot. He just cheap shotted CJ Rawlings, did Johnny McMetal. I was just going to say, you're going to get a free week when you start out. Oh, look at this. Here we go. And CJ's having none of it. He figures, no, he wants to get it on. And Johnny wants to get it on. This is for the title.
And the matchup definitely underway right now. CJ Rawlings on top of Johnny McMetal right now, raining down fists onto the dome of the rocker, so to say. Johnny feeling the effects of those punches now in the corner with a clop to the back from the champion.
You know, Sly, I said when I was younger that everybody wants to rock their way to the top, and I figured also when I was younger I was looking to rock my way to the top. Now that I'm in middle age, I'm going to rap my way to the middle. I'm going to become a rap artist.
There you have it from the man himself. All right, Irish whip. Corner to corner, sorry, rope to rope.
Ducking underneath. Thez press. And now Johnny eating more knuckles. It's not working out too well for Johnny McMetal here.
Able to throw CJ Rawlings off of him right now. Rawlings continuing the assault though. Some heavy hits to the side of Johnny's skull. And a kick to the midsection from the rocker, Johnny McMetal.
Right into the baseline of the neck there. You know, Stone Cold Steve Austin, actually, he had a similar punching style because when he would clobber guys, he'd hit them right into the baseline of the neck with the meaty part of his fist. So in wrestling, you're not looking to hit with the knuckles. Actually, you can actually break your hand. I've done that many times. You know, a lot of people say, oh, how come these guys don't hit each other with like knuckles straight out? You want to knock somebody out, hit him with your knuckles. No. I've done that many times. When you hit a guy, especially his skull, with your knuckles, the first thing is going to break is your knuckle.
And in wrestling, you definitely look for the longevity of the career, not to end it prematurely, so to say. So you don't want to break your body.
No, geez. You know, a lot of folks, professional wrestling is very misunderstood around the world because it doesn't follow the same bylaws as, let's say, MMA or boxing or other fighting sports in general. But every sport out there, you have to have technique. And I've been coaching guys and girls around the world now for 21 years in 9 different countries on 2 different continents. So I kind of know what I'm talking about. And, ooh, look at that, up and over. That didn't work out too well for Mr. CJ Rawlings there a second ago. But, ooh, look at that, hanging him up.
Hanging him up to the top rope indeed. Throw first onto the cable, and now CJ Rawlings on the top rope. What do we have coming here? And a missile drop kick to the chest by the champion. And look at him kick up from the canvas and getting some adulation from the audience here today.
I'm not quite sure. Was that a missile drop kick or was that actually a jumping knee? And look at this, to the outside. Ooh, Johnny almost evaded, was almost able to turn away from that. Not quite. The damage not completely done the way that I'm sure the CJ would have hoped so. But nonetheless, you do whatever it takes to take you to the pay window, and CJ's on top right now.
The champion grabbing Johnny McMetal from the neck and face first onto the hardest part of the ring. Back inside the ring right now is the champion CJ Rawlings, getting the audience behind him, ready to defend and retain that championship.
Oh, and he's looking to dive out again for a second time. Well, look at that, Johnny out of the way. And CJ, he was awake. And now Johnny, look out. Oh, he just ran him right into the post. Ouch.
Back first into the steel beam. The post right there in the corner. CJ Rawlings definitely feeling the effects of that one.
You heard that clipping sound when his body hit that post too. And now onto the side of the ring, dropping him down with that tailbone first, by the way, if you noticed. I was just saying earlier that that wrestling is a technique, a question of technique. And the thing is that in every single sport out there, I used to be in Goju-Ryu karate back in the day. You don't just go in there and just flail away and just start kicking however you wish. You are taught to kick a certain way, and there's a certain technique to the way that you go about it. I was taking boxing lessons from Ami Nasikainen, who was the former big boxing sensation here in Finland, and also the same thing there. You don't just flail your hands, just throw your hands. I mean, you got to have some technique when you're boxing. And pro wrestling's the same, and that's why a lot of people misunderstand what we do in the ring because of the fact that it doesn't follow, like I said, the bylaws.
Spine buster for Johnny. 1, 2, 2 count only that time around.
Doesn't follow the bylaws of other fighting sports. It is an island unto itself. That's why professional wrestling is the sport of kings and the king of sports.
Johnny McMetal dropping fists onto the face of the champion CJ Rawlings here.
Absolutely, and once again, this Americana SLAM Wrestling Showcase available. Not this match, this is an excerpt. This is an outtake from the actual, from the special that we have up on TrillerTV, TrillerTV Plus, where you go to fight.tv, that's FITE.tv. Sign up for 1 free week of TrillerTV Plus, and you can see this event in its entirety along with a bunch of other SLAM wrestling specials that we got out, premium live events out on Triller.
Inside cradle, 1, 2, 2 count only once again. And CJ Rawlings up on his legs before taking a nasty lariat directly across the sternum, and that shocked him.
I think that was more so up across the upper clavicle, actually, not so much in the sternum. I think you're making chest-to-chest contact, but the actual blow with that whiplash effect, that is from the arm, and that was right across the clavicle.
Johnny feeling cocky and confident with a short arm, forearm strike to the side of the head.
This is one of Johnny's specialties. This is one of his little sequences that he loves to do in almost every match that I've seen him in as of late.
Signature move, if you will, and a short arm clothesline taking CJ Rawlings down to the mat. Johnny may be spending a little bit too much time with the audience here, not going for the pinfall immediately, not able to keep the champion down for the 3 count either.
Sometimes you can't tell whether or not he's actually playing to the audience, or is it a question that when you look at the condition that CJ Rawlings is in, CJ is in better cardiovascular condition than Johnny. So the thing is that maybe Johnny's buying himself time, just trying to breathe. Because that's the one thing, if you end up sucking oxygen and you are out of air in a match, you're going to be in trouble. There's one thing that somebody told me back in the day, said that if you watch MMA or you watch boxing, and just watch the guy's mouth. If his mouth is open, he's breathing heavy. And that's where you know he's done for. It's just a question of time. He's done for.
An angle slam out of nowhere by Johnny McMetal. Will that be enough to keep CJ Rawlings down? 1, 2. Oh, and look at that. The champion knows his ring positioning. That's ring awareness right now, and that's why CJ Rawlings is still the champion.
CJ, I think he got on, if I remember correctly, I think it was like similar to a carnivore diet where he was dropping weight. And I'll tell you what, the thing is that when all you have to use for energy are your own fat sources, how could you say, resources, your storage tank of fat in the body. It's like that's where you start leaning up. And here, once again, you look at his condition. I mean, he was just down and out for a moment ago, and now he's back on offense. And his superior conditioning here is really showing. CJ Rawlings looking to rally that crowd, get that crowd behind him.
Helsinki crowd getting right behind CJ Rawlings right now as he picks Johnny McMetal up from the canvas. Picks him up on his shoulders for the fireman's carry. What do we have coming here? Johnny McMetal able to get out of it. Picking him up maybe for his finisher, the rock down. He's going for it. CJ Rawlings fighting back with elbows to the head of Johnny McMetal. Running the ropes right now. The Birmingham man. And look at that. A cutter, a springboard cutter off the ropes. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that's not a 3 count yet. Referee says 2 count only, Buck.
referee Teemu Kytösaari, who is the senior official here in Slam Wrestling and the most experienced referee in the Nordics of Europe currently. And I'll tell you what, Teemu's got a keen eye. He's like a hawk. He's watching. And now Johnny McMetal getting picked up for more offense from C.J. Rawlings of Birmingham, England. You know who else is from Birmingham, by the way?
Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy and Black Sabbath.
That's right. And now C.J. Rawlings making his way to the top rope. What do we have coming here? A beautiful moonsault attempt. Lands on his feet still. He's not out of it. But look at that. What a vicious spear from Johnny McMetal. That has to be it. We have a new champion. 1, 2, and...
Oh, that was close.
2.9 once again. C.J. Rawlings not going down for the 3 count. Johnny McMetal cannot believe it. Did you see the impact of that spear right there?
He just turned him right around 180 degrees when he came down. That was something. He had some torque on that.
C.J. Rawlings manages to muster up the strength of Ozzy Osbourne and the Black Sabbath himself. Now up on his feet once again. Johnny McMetal picking him up for a full Nelson hold. Going for his finisher, the rock down. He has him up in the air and down goes C.J. Rawlings. Good night. We have a new champion. 1, 2, and... C.J. Rawlings once again able to kick out of the pinfall. Johnny McMetal did not have his weight on that shoulder.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you're pinning somebody, you got to pin those shoulders down. That's the #1 thing I teach guys in wrestling school, is that you don't just lie across somebody's torso, across their belly or whatever have you. You're actually trying to procure those shoulders, hooking a leg and situating, placing your weight on the man. Here we go, Johnny looking for a second rock bottom. Not rock bottom, sorry, rock down is what he calls it. Oh, here we go. Look at that.
Rawlings countering it, picking him up on his shoulders. Look at that. A Death Valley driver, a Michinoku driver combo. 1, 2, shoulders down, 3, and that's it. That's the 3 count right there. The winner of this match, retaining his championship title from Birmingham, England, Mr. C.J. Rawlings.
How about that? Right out of nowhere. I'll tell you what, once again, that superior conditioning coming to the fore. C.J. Rawlings able to pick it up when it counted. And once again, retaining the championship here in Helsinki at the Americana SLAM Wrestling Showcase. So go to TrillerTV, that's fight.tv, F-I-T-E.tv. Get your 1 free week to get acquainted with the tremendous offering at Fight at TrillerTV, with the largest library of sports right now on the market for your streaming enjoyment.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a teaser match from the Slam Wrestling Americana SLAM Wrestling Showcase. Follow us on all the social medias at SlamWrest. That's SLAMWRES. SlamWrest. And we'll catch you next time.